If you're trading through ThinkOrSwim, I'm going to show you today how you can scan all your favorite tickers for if something is overbought or oversold, so you know when it's time to maybe start adding position into that ticker or subtracting some position. Like if it's overbought, you want to subtract some position to get some profits from it. If it's oversold, you want to add some position to it. So then the next time it's overbought, you cut some position for the profit, right? And this is under ThinkOrSwim, so this is the cool method that you can keep eye on something instead of like let's say I have like what 20 or 25 of these favorite technical symbols that I like to either swing trade or day trade or invest in, right? So under this one, Amazon, like I would have to click on Amazon, see whether it's oversold or overbought. Then let's say if I want to click on gold, oversold, overbought, I had to like manually click on every each one of them, right? And VDA, I have to click on it. Is it oversold? Is it overbought? Or overbought? It's a kind of tedious work. I'm gonna show you the easy way, like some type of a scan that just scans it, and just you'll visually just see it without having to click on each one. You'll visually see it. Oh, something is overbought, and or something is oversold. Just like here, QMCO. If I click on it, it's gonna on the 4 hour chart. Actually, it's gonna say that it's overbought. See that? I know it's a 4 hour chart because it says over SB 4 hour. That is one of the codes that I made. So, or if something is oversold on the Wix, we can't trade Wix, but it still shows me that something that is oversold. And as you can see, this is the 5 minute chart one. Yep, it's oversold. How I know it's 5 minute chart? Because if I scroll this away, it says oversold bought 5, meaning 5 minute chart. Now, if you're not familiar, if you're very new to ThinkOrSwim and you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, 4 hour chart or 5 minute chart, um, those charts are this. This is a 5 minute chart. How do I know it's a 5 minute chart? If you look here, it's a five, like 5M. I can change this to 1 minute chart, right? I can change this to higher 1 hour chart. I can change this to a weekly chart, right? So this is when I say 5 minute chart, 1 minute chart, this is what I mean, right? All right. So the higher you go, the more you see of the history of the chart, what that chart did in previous few months. If you go like a weekly, right? And if you're unfamiliar how to add symbols to your watch list, right? If you have a watch, you should, even in the default ThinkOrSwim, you should have a watch list here. You can scroll all the way down, and on the last box where it's empty here, you can type in, let's say, off of my head, triple A. I don't even know what triple A does or is. I don't care, but it populated triple A, right? You can click on it and it populates. Now, if you wanted to, when you click on it, to literally populate the chart, then you have to connect it to it or link to it. To link to it, your watch list, all right, and your chart has to have the same color here, symbol link right here, right? How do you do that? Is click on the symbol link and choose a random or like something that you wanna. If you have it online a link, it's not gonna populate. Like watch, I'm gonna have it unlinked and I'm gonna choose Amazon. Nothing happens here. Even if this is unlinked, it's still not gonna happen, and nothing is gonna happen because it's unlinked. Now to link it, right? You link one green, right? And you link the chart as well green. So both of them have to be green to link up. And that way, whenever you click on it, let's say Amazon here, it populates Amazon chart, right? So that's another thing. Just for those who are very, very new to ThinkOrSwim, in case they don't know how to do this. Um, so now you know how to populate your watch list. For those who are more advanced, you can use this scan under your scanner watch list. Those who are very new don't know what I'm talking about. That's okay. You can Google it, how to make a scanner or like a low float scanner right here where I'm showing. And if I go on a personal here or public, I can go ahead and choose like a percentage change gainers like that. It populates. That's the scanner, right? This is the it's the same thing under the watch list, but it's a scanner. It constantly scans the market for something, right? This this is a just a watch list, my or custom watch list where I customize it to watch my favorite stocks, right? And this is a scanner. So two different methods, right? Now we're not gonna focus on scanners, but I'm just giving you the ways of how you can implement this things into right this method. So we're going to talk about just your favorite watch list that you have. Maybe you have hundreds of tickers that your favorite, and every single day you're going through them, you're clicking on it, you're checking them. Is it overbought? Is it oversold? All right, it's tedious work. I'm going to show you something very cool that ThinkOrSwim has for us. All right. And now, if you got to this point, good. All you have to do is under your favorite watch list, go on here, watch my, pay attention to my cursor, and go to this icon here. It's a very small icon. You can barely see it. It looks like a gear or a setting in your like a cell phone. If you ever seen a setting, like click on a setting cell phone, right? The icon, that's what this looks like. It's very small. Yeah, I cannot enlarge this. So if you click on this little window will pop up. It says customize. Click on that. Customize. Another window will pop up called column set for watch list. In here, what we need to do is customize our scan or study scanner to scan through our watch list whether something is oversold or overbought. How do we do that? Well, first we need to type in custom and choose one of the customs. Now, why is there like custom 6, custom 7, 8, 9, and so on? Because I used previous 5 customs, right? Because I use them to customize my own scan, right? So we're gonna use 6 at this point. For you, it might be custom 1 first thing to be like from 1 to a 19. For me, it's from 6 to because I used previous 5 customs already. So I click on custom 6, double click on it, I believe, or you can just, oh, it pops up here. Oh, never mind. You can add it, like you can click on this add, like if you select it, click on add, it's gonna move it or it's gonna open it up. I think it either moves it or it just opens it up like this. Custom quote formula, and then here you can name it whatever you want. All right, you can name it 4-hour chart, overbought, oversold, or 5-minute chart. Or depends on what you're trading. Like, are you trading? Are you day trading? Right? Are you swing trading? Are you a long-term investor? If you're a long-term investor, I believe they look at it from 4-hour chart and above. If you're a swing trader, it's from 30-minute chart and above to up to like I believe 4-hour chart or from 30 minutes to 4-hour chart. And then if you're a day trader, it's from 15 minutes and below, anything below 15 minutes, right, all the way to like 1 minute or 10 seconds or something like that. All right, so once you get to this point, right, when you name your whatever you name it, right, we're gonna do the edit. So we are under condition wizard. Now I'm not gonna name this anything. It's for you to name it. It's not gonna screw up anything. It just names it, right? For whatever you understand what that represents, right? For me, I'm not just gonna name it because I'm lazy. That's what it is. So we're gonna under the conditions wizard, we're gonna click edit. Under edit, see this says simple moving average. We don't want simple moving average. We established that we're gonna do a RSI. Now let's just say RSI is not your favorite study. It's MACD or simple moving average or Fibonacci or some other unknown to anybody else you came up with your study, favorite study, right? You can actually play, add that study to it and, scan it through that study. But for me, my favorite is RSI. So I'm going to go ahead and say RSI and nothing pops up. What's going on here? Study. What's going on? Wait. All right. One thing that I forgot. So this here, D next to the custom. Let's just name this real quick. We'll click. What is it? I want a 4-hour chart. All right. So 4-hour 4-hour scan. There. 4-hour scan. And here is very important. The first thing you want to do before doing anything else is pick a time chart, right? What time chart? On the default is gonna always gonna be a day chart, right? Daily chart. For me, for now, I'm gonna click on 4-hour chart. And here on this, where it's check mark, for me it's check mark, for you might not be check mark. If it's not check mark like this and you want this chart customized scanner to scan something that is, you know, after hours or before hours of the market opens, this is what that is, right? So it's gonna scan on in after hours, anything before our market opens, or and anything after market opens, and throughout uh, during the day when market opens. So it's gonna scan all the time, pretty much. That's what it is. If it's checkmark, if it's not checkmark, then it's only gonna scan through your watch list when something is uh, false or true during the market open. All right. So I'll have it checkmark to scan it all the time, like to keep on it all the time. And here looks like I'm gonna have to delete this. For some reason it did not. So we're gonna add a condition. Usually edit works. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna add condition. See what if this works. Should work. RSI. Maybe I misspelled it or the RSI. So RSI. So again, if you didn't catch what I did there, I deleted whatever it was in there. Simple moving average, and then add condition under here under this box. I scrolled down, found study, clicked on study, and this box I typed in RSI, and then found the RSI right here, RSI, clicked on it, populates the RSI, and then in here I want to go, what do I want to do here? Here I want to say, okay, if something is oversold, I want to scan if something is oversold so I can buy it, right? You can have it if something is overbought to sell some shares, right? In my case, I like to buy it because I have some money on the side, waiting for something to oversell, so I can buy it, right? So in here in this box here where it says crosses above, crosses below, is greater than or equal, is less than or equal, and so on and so forth, right? I'm going to click on is less than, right? RSI is less than what? What's RSI is less than? The value. what value. Now at this point, if you're new, very new to charts and what RSI represents, what MACD represents, what simple moving average represents, uh, then this is going to be very confusing for you. All right, in RSI, the value that is usually on the default, if it's below 30 value, then it's considered as oversold. Anything above 70 value, it's considered overbought. So in this case, we're going is less than, meaning we want something that is oversold. Oversold is, what did I say? The default is about 30, right? 30 value. So we're going to type in 30 instead of 100, right? And then that's all. That's all we have to understand is what does RSI represents? Represents that something is oversold or overbought and what values we want to put in, either 30 or 70. Now 70 wouldn't work. Oh, actually would work, but it would work all the time because everything's mostly under 70, right? So if it's less than, right? If you want this to be to check something that is overbought, then you would click on is greater than and then type in here value 70, right? In this case, is less than, type in 30, meaning we're looking for something that is oversold. And then hit save and it populates. See this thing that says RSI in parentheses dot in speech plus RSI is less than 30. That's the code, right? Now we're gonna have to code a little bit more onto this because we cannot. There's some features that we want to add to this function uh, to make sure to make it better, right? We can't do it under the conditions. It would be nice if ThinkOrSwim had that feature, but it doesn't. So we have to learn to code a little bit, right? So at this point, we have the chart that we want to scan under is 4 hours. We have the code or conditions in added. All we have to do is apply, click apply, right? Okay. And then okay again. And then we're going to have one that pops up here. This is our new custom that's called 4-hour scan, right? Right there. And in here, if you look at these digits or values, it says 0, 0.0. Pretty much everything says 0, 0.0, 0, 0.00. But look at this one. It says 1.0. 1.0. What does that mean? It means something is true. Let's click on it, see if it's true. Yes, it is. What's true? It is 4-hour chart, right? It scans for 4-hour chart that something is oversold, and it shows us 1.1, meaning something is true, something's going on there. And it is true. Look at that. RSI is below 30. See that 28, blue 28? If I go here, it says 30. It's true. It is below 30. The RSI is below value of 30. That's what that is. Now everything else is zero again. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? Except this one. This is the only one that says 1.0. It's true. RSI is oversold under the S triple Qs, right? Now, let's just say that this is kind of tedious work. Again, you have hundreds of tickers in a watch list, and to squint at it and look at it, what's one? It's kind of hard to see it. Everything is zero, and you have to like determine, okay, where's the one like all the time? Like you have to squint with the eyes. I'm old, right? So I'm senile, all right? So I have to kind of squint to find if something is true or false, right? Well, I'm gonna show you a code where you're gonna be able to light a bar, either red or green. Red represents overbought in this case, and green represents oversold. Why is green oversold? Because that's a green light for me to say now it's time to buy some shares, and red means for me now it's time to sell shares, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, I want to open up one one of these and copy the code. I'm gonna just code. Also, the code of this, it is going to be available in the descriptions under this video. So look for it, just in case you don't. I'm gonna talk about the code just in case you mess up or don't see well in this video how something is typed in. It's gonna be copied like this. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it on the description below. All you have to do is just like I did, copy it and then paste it into your code. Now I'm gonna when we are working on these codes, under this icon, if you click on this icon or double click on it or one click on it, it's gonna pop up this window. How do we code under this? Because we see there's some kind of code. How do we get to it to code? I mean, I can code and I can edit it, but it takes me here. I can't do much here. I cannot code here. There's no code here, right? So I'm gonna cancel this. How do we get to this point to code? Well, see this right here. It says Think Script Editor. We have to click on that. This is where we code, right? All you have to do, the code that you copied, you have to do is highlight this, everything, and then Control V means paste if you copied it from this video. And then we're going to talk about the code. So, first line of code is plot x equals, in parentheses RSI, open close parentheses, dot, and speech marks RSI is less than 20. You can play around with numbers. I like 20, sometimes 15, to be honest. My favorite stock is Oversold under 15 RSI. I love to see something like that. To gives me the chance to buy more shares of it. Same thing when it comes to Overbought. I like to look at something when it's about 78 or 80 Overbought. Okay, so once you copy this or type in your case, maybe pasting. I'm just going through it to explain what it does so you'll understand what this code does, right? So in the next line of code, we have assign background color. What is background color? Oh, I can't. Okay, so see here. So this green color, this is background color. Now all these are black, right? Well, because wait, did I switch team? Yeah, I did switch team to dark. For you who might be white, to be honest, all this might be white. Okay, for me it's black because my team, I switched team from white to black, so everything is black, right? Because I like to look at I can't like my eyes looking at something that's white all the time. My eyes start to shake and then blurry and all that stuff. But so this is more suiting to my eyes. So team is black. So yeah, the background of this bar is black. So this assigns it to green if something is true, right? So this is what that is. Assign background color, and then in parentheses if RSI open close parentheses is less than 20, then color dot light underscore green. That's what that code does exactly. The whole code right here changes this background bar to green, from black to green, if it's oversold, if it's true, right? Else, if RSI open close parentheses is greater than 78, you can go 70 because default RSI when something's oversold starts from 70 and up. But I do 78 to 80, right? 78, then color dot light underscore red. Now this will change anything that is overbought under that ticker on the 4-hour chart, it's gonna turn it red. The background of it is gonna turn it red, like here, right? Example. And then we have else. If none of those is true, else color dot current, close parentheses. What does color current mean? It means switch it back to original color, whatever that color was. Again, example, black background, white um, value or digits. Okay, that's what it is. Now, this line of code, if I comment this out,
that was a close one.
well, it's not going to do anything, is it? We're going to comment out and we're going to talk about it. So, X, we're calling the plot. What is our plot? RSI less than 20, something that is oversold. X dot assign, okay, assign value color. What is value? Value is these zeros and ones. Same thing here. These are the values, 177, 306. Those are the values. Assign value color in parentheses if RSI, open close parentheses, is less than 20, then color dot black. So if something is true, make sure the values of that something is turned black. Else, if RSI is greater than 78, then color black. Else, color current. It's pretty simple, right? So it's something is oversold, make sure the color is black. If something is overbought, make sure that the value color is turned black. Else, turn it all back to previous color, which is white in this case, right? And that's it. That's all that does. And it's a simple, pretty simple code to understand as well. And we're going to apply, hit OK, OK again. And now, instead of being white on red, it's black on red. Now we can see, now it's 0, 0, 1 under green. Now here's the task. Comment below what study you like the most. I just want to see who's following my instructions, who is following these videos, and please, it's gonna take you like a minute to type in what RSI is your favorite, what would you like to work, what levels you like to look at, you know, to whether to buy it or sell it. And also, is another task. Since I showed you how to color these things, how to color values on these backgrounds of the red or on the green, but look at this one, red, right? It's and it says 0.0. Shouldn't this say 1 or some higher number than 0? Like here, under this green one, it's true, 1 is true, right? What did I say in the beginning? 1 is true, 0 is false. This says that this is false, but it's true. But actually, in reality, it is true. It's just that we didn't code it. I didn't show you on purpose how to code this value to change from 0 to 1. I want to give you a task for you to figure that out on your own. I'm going to show you the code again. I want you to figure it out on your own how to implement this. So the values are changed to 1 or true, right? I want you to do that for me. Do me a favor, right? And comment below if first your favorite study that you like to follow. Second, comment if you cannot figure this out. Comment below that then that you cannot figure out how to implement a code where the values will change under the red background. Comment that below, and I will personally reply to your comment with the fix of the code. And all you have to do is copy the comment under your comment, my comment, pretty much copy it and paste it in here, and it's gonna be fixed, right? So comment below if you can't figure this out. If you can, also comment below saying I figured it out and this is how the code. Well, actually, don't say. I want people to comment below. If like, I want to see how many people will figure it out. All right, so please don't comment your code how you figured it out. Maybe later, some like in a few months or so. But I would like to interact with my um you know whoever watches my videos, whoever follows these instructions and all this. I would like to interact with them a little bit. I would like to know how well can they figure this out. Believe it or not, I am self-taught. I self-taught all this, right? I want to know if you can figure it out, if you can self, uh, how do I say it? Pretty much, if you can use your brain to figure out how something works, how you can change it and make it for yourself to work. Nothing bad, like nothing, nobody's gonna think of you less. It's just that I would like to know whether you can figure out or not. There's no shame. There's so many codes that I cannot figure out. Trust me, I have to like Google it and ask somebody out there to figure out for me. And do not cheat. Do not ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT will show you how to code. Okay, don't cheat, right? Because ChatGPT, I tested ChatGPT. They're pretty good. It will show you. It will show you how to code it, and I'm like, whoa, this is pretty good. So some complex codes, I do go to ChatGPT to ask. It tells me so. But I would like you to try and open your mind to figure out how something, how would you fix it, and yeah, so that's your task for this video. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and I hope that it's gonna help you um in your journey of trading, investing, whatever you're doing. um until next video, thanks for watching. Always stop by. You never know what I have in store to you for you to watch. Peace.